All right, that was fun. We've got more trivia coming up a little later in the show. Right now, we move exclusively to Dow Field for the remainder of the championships. Who will be the last two alliances standing competing for bragging rights in the state? Let's find out. Here are the semis. Let's break down our semifinals combatants. The Dow Division champs consisted of teams 33, 28-34, and 469. Their philosophy? Score 20-plus points of fuel in auto plus get a gear. Get 4 rotors quickly, then switch to defense to prevent their opponents from doing the same. The Consumers Energy Field champs were teams 26-19, 43-91, and 85. They believe score a gear in auto plus knock off 10 preloaded shots. Run gears and get your 4 rotors. The DTE Energy champs were made up of teams 23-37, 107, and 55-61. This alliance focused on defense. They ran no gears after auto. 23-37 shoots 25-plus balls in auto. Other 2 members strictly on defense. The Ford Field winners contain teams 60-75, 27-67, and 51-14. Now, they could also sometimes score 3 gears in auto for an extra 20 points. 27-67 to have one of the best shooters. This group set an event high score of 507 in the Ford Division playoffs. Here we go. In semifinals 1, the Blue Alliance representing Ford Field taking on Consumers Energy Sportin' Red. In match 1, Strike Force cannot lock on in auto, no shots. Red shoots only 4 balls. Blue scores 12 gears for 4 rotors. Red struggles to keep up. Blue wins 470 to 260. Whoa, Nelly! In match 2, still no shots from Strike Force and auto. Red scores 3 balls. Blue scores all 3 gears for 20-point advantage. Now both sides achieved 4 rotors and all robots hung. Initial advantage from auto carries. Blue wins 465 to 448. The Ford Alliance is in the title tilt.
Now in the finals, how pumped are you?
I'm super pumped.
Yeah, tell me what your strategy was going into the final games.
Going into the final game, we were going for 4 rotors as fast as possible. We had good scouting on the other teams, knowing they couldn't shoot as much, so we had to be faster and climb more.
And you're a pretty new team. This is only your 2nd year, so is this the farthest you've got so far?
Yes, we made it to Worlds last year, but this is the farthest we've ever made in a tournament.
At first, we were hoping to do our high shot for Auton, but unfortunately, we're working on that right now. So we switched over to our auto gear so we can get those extra points.
We hadn't had a chance to talk to you earlier, so tell me about your alliance and why it's been working.
So we wanted 1 shooter, 1 defender, and a very good gear runner. Well, actually a mix of 2 gear runners. And so we got a good combination between the 2, and they really help produce enough points and are very efficient. We're good communicators with each other, and we're just bonding as each match goes on.
In semifinals 2, the Dow champs in red taking on the DTE Energy winners in blue. In match 1, the Engineers shoot 25 for blue versus 22 for Killer Bees. Blue with a 3-point lead after auto. In Teleop, blue puts 55, 61, and 107 on full defense, while 23-37 continues to fire. Doesn't work. Red with 12 gears completed, all robots hang. Red wins 500 to 357. In match 2, Autonomous ends 103 to 97, blue in the lead. Then, blue attempts to block the red airship by sending 107 and 55-61 for almost the entire match. Engineers keep shooting and achieve the pressure bonus. Red struggles with the remaining open peg, which is damaged. Blue leads going into the endgame, but 107's hanging device stalls. Blue only gets 2 hangs. Red wins 304 to 287. The Dow Red Alliance into the finale.
It's just been crazy today. I mean, everything's been going as well as it could, knock on wood. But last match was a little insane, but that was some good strategy played.
Yeah, and that is really the thing, too. It's like you don't want to jinx it, right? But things really have been going well for you guys. Tell me why you guys have what seems to be a almost unbeatable strategy.
I don't know. Bees are really good at shooting, and they can cycle a couple of gears, and then Blackhawks do their thing and cycle, and we're a fast cycler. So we can get those 4 rotors pretty easily, and then Bees can shoot to give us kind of like a safety blanket. So it's pretty good.
So our championship match is all set now, and wow, if you just watching what we saw in the semifinals, we know that these teams are loaded with firepower and the ability to score points. So they know what they do well. They're not going to change what they do best. So we're going to see a lot of scoring here in this championship match.
And match one should be offense against offense, strength against strength, and then we'll see who loses, what they're going to do to adjust afterwards. One interesting thing that's happening here is because of the way that the seeding works when we come to this one field with our 4 divisional winners, the Dow Division teams that have been playing on this field all day have been the Red Alliance all day. They are now the Blue Alliance.
Yeah.
And the other alliance had been playing blue in the semifinal. They are now red. So I don't know if that's going to maybe throw off their auto modes at all, if that's going to maybe throw off their drivers at all, but it is a change to note.